So the Stars lose on home ice and are on the verge of elimination in the Western Conference Final. To talk about it, it's our friend Craig Button. We haven't seen him for a little bit. And Craig, I know you work for this Dallas Stars franchise. They're near and dear to your hearts, and this is a tough night overall. Just overall, not a good look. And then it starts with the captain, Jamie Benn, the major for cross-checking, the game misconduct. It's less than 2 minutes into the game. What were your takeaways on the actions from the Stars captain?
Well, I mean, there was no thinking on his part when he makes that play. I mean, the referees have no choice. I mean, it's a 5-minute major, and a cross-checking gets you an automatic game misconduct. I think it merits another game suspension. I don't think he should be playing in Game 4. We've seen the attention that Mark Stone got versus the Edmonton Oilers, and you play him hard. This is completely unacceptable. It's not a hockey play. It's a dangerous play, and Jamie Benn needs to pay a price for it. Now, that's forward. In this game, the Dallas Stars paid a price for this play by Jamie Benn. First of all, a minute 53 into the game, he's out. The Vegas Golden Knights go on a 5-minute power play. They score 1 goal on it. That was the second goal. And you expend a lot of energy trying to kill a penalty like that, and then you don't have one of your very best players. I mean, obviously, it's one of those plays that Jamie Benn has to be accountable for, has to sit down and go, that's just wrong. You're the captain, you're a good player, and not only did you take yourself out of the game, you took your team out of the game in an important, critical Game 3 that you needed to win.
And then, speaking of not playing great in an important Game 3 you needed to win, Craig, you and I have talked about Jake Oettinger so much over the past year, and it kind of goes back to that amazing series he had against Calgary last playoffs. Really opened a lot of people's eyes that this could potentially be the next great NHL goaltender. This playoffs, we've seen some up and down games. We've seen some great games from him. We've seen him get pulled from games, and we saw him get pulled from Game 3 in a game that Dallas absolutely needed to have. What was your takeaway on that one, Craig?
There's no way he can be pulled in this Game 3. There's just simply no way. You got to be better than that. And the first goal, it's on a shoot around. He doesn't get around it. He knew right away. That leads to the first goal. And then goals 2 and 3, I mean, this isn't dodgeball where you're trying to get out of the way of the puck. I mean, this goes right in the middle of the net. It looks like he's ducking and back in his net. I mean, that's awful goaltending. But then he says, you want to see more awful goaltending? Watch this goal I'm going to give up. Short side to William Carrier, and that spells curtains for Jake Oettinger. You know, Eddie Belfour was the Stanley Cup winning goalie in 1999. Great Hall of Fame goaltender. Jake Oettinger did not conjure up any images of Eddie Belfour in this game. And certainly with Benn and Oettinger, two of their very best players, performing at a failing grade, they're down 3-0. And guess what? The series is over. Not only were those two guys taken out of the game, the Dallas Stars are taken out of this game, and they will not win this series. Vegas, ready to go for their first Stanley Cup.
And then you've got both conference finals at 3-0. No team's ever lost a series in the conference final with a 3-0 lead. So, yeah, the work ahead for Dallas is it's pretty daunting. And the work ahead for Carolina, pretty daunting, too. Craig's going to be back on Wednesday night to talk about Game 4 between Florida and Carolina. Could we be talking about a sweep in that one?